happened in the past was they would go to Madison to a sponsor in Madison and do a number draw on a Friday night. Well, that sponsor gave up this year, and the Tourism Commission decided that we were going to make sure that that event moved to Sun Prairie. So we co-sponsored that event and brought it to downtown. It got to be an 11 o'clock hour for us that we put it together, and the whole event ended up in the Cannery grill area, their outdoor deck there and stuff like that. Now the weather did accommodate it this year. Our thoughts and our goals and our plans were to potentially maybe bring something like that right over here and create some kind of a big, huge number drawn on the downtown square kind of thing, like they do a lot of racing events all over the place. Again, when it was so late this year, it was really hard to put that together, and we don't know if that's the direction we want to go next year or not, but it does seem that we want to bring that, keep that event in Sun Prairie, because I know Cannery benefited very, very well from it.
Well, I think all the downtown businesses, I know the coffee house obviously did, I know Cannery Wine and Spirits, I have to believe, yeah, that we'll be pretty busy that weekend also.
Like I said, my mind's not been here for the past
He's a
couple
new
of
daddy.
years at our kids, so I think probably, I know that, was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
2 weeks, yeah, we had a pretty good weekend that weekend.
Yeah, and I think almost all the businesses downtown, and it was a great weekend.
Yeah, it was. It did rain a little bit on Sunday there, but that's their forte.
Yeah, they thought that was fun.
So,
Kids
but
in mud.
yeah, and so like I said, we just wanted to, we're expanding the event to try and bring the Friday night event into Sun Prairie, which obviously, they've done all the traveling. They did their pre-ride down the track and stuff like that, so that again they're hungry, and I know they can't really.
So what is it that was done before?
They went into Madison to Willie Street Bikes and did a number draw on there, and then they would report
What's
back.
a number draw? What's that?
Where you draw your numbers for your back tag numbers.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's pretty much for the top 10 elite women and the top 10 elite men. So, like I said, in some of our worlds, it's like standing next to Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, Agent 40 in their own. In fact, these people are very accustomed to who will be shuttling me from the airport. So when they compete in Europe, they are treated like rock stars, literally treated like rock stars. So, like I said, these people walk through Sun Prairie, and again, in our world, there's really no place. They are
It's all over the United States. Too.
Oh yeah, there's only 4 of them in the United States, and 1.5 meeting.
It's very interesting listening to that.
Yeah.
It's very fun to watch.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So how many participants are there?
They had about 700 each day.
Oh my God.
Right.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's not a small little event, it's a huge event.
Yeah.
So as the tourism committee they're obviously talking about continuing to have that event downtown, or trying to grow it, and is that what you're?
Well, I'm just kind of, like I said, we just jumped in to say, let's grab the event, where we can go from there, or maybe do some initiatives to combine efforts to do something. Like I said, create another, one of the guys said even there was a potential of having like a pizza contest there, have all kinds of pizza places around there having a contest of some sort. Doesn't even really need to be an alcohol event, they said we can buy a little beer, it's not a problem. So I mean, it kind of opens it up, could be family more oriented, and stuff like that. So like I said, it's just something that sort of on the table real quick, we reacted, and again, brought the event to Sun
Do
Prairie.
you have it like in the other areas? They have carts selling all that stuff. Do you have that here yet?
Selling what?
Food and drink.
Yeah, there's food and drink available up there.
In the carts.
It's
Because that's what they have at a lot of places.
right, and we have like the central building up there, outside building that they utilize to distribute food and beverage up there.
What date is this next year, do you know?
It's gonna be like the last weekend of September. I can get that for you. But,
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that, there's a lot more potential for the city of Sun Prairie in general
yeah.
to have, to continue that, to be a moneymaker for everybody, a
Right.
win-win, really. So, I definitely think that the bid with the tourism and whatever other entities that, to continue to make this a draw.
Yeah, I mean, I was in
It's a great
Century
idea.
on that Wednesday night, before the event, and I walked in there and I saw a few Europeans in there shopping.
Yeah.
Some very
They show up early, I mean, they were in town by Monday or Tuesday, starting to set up the track and stuff, so there are people that come ahead to start things, and
Back when I was working, I used to handle the Burton by our neighborhood. One of the nicest things they ever did was the flags from all the countries on flagpoles.
Yep.
Give it an international feel.
Yeah.
And the participants, because cross-country skiers don't drink. They'll eat spaghetti, that's about it. My joke is that 10 snowmobilers will eat and drink more than
These kids are very
5,000
weird.
skiers. But the,
yeah, they went from coffee to beer, I'm sure.
Yeah.
but the
It's not
the
built
thing
right.
is to make the town, to more or less give the ambiance of the European flavor.
And it's not a bad idea, because like, again, keep in mind, these people are on bikes. I mean, about 4 or 5 years ago, we were able to move the hotel accommodations to Sun Prairie, because I was approached by them saying, Les, do you know a good way to get from Madison to Sun Prairie by bike? I go, well, what do you mean? And then they told me they were staying in the Madison Hotel. I said, well, that doesn't really work well. And they said they're riding the bikes down 151. I go, oh, that's not what that. So, that was the last year that happened. But, so we did get it in here, and these people are on bikes. I mean, it's not unusual for them to land in the airport with a bike, get on the bike and ride here. I mean, for them to ride, 100 miles a day is, not a big deal.
Because you'll see them riding their bikes through town and then go and race, so.
Do you already have a committee set up for this for next year, Les, or is that?
No, I mean, if you're volunteering, want to chair it, that sounds good to me.
No, but I thought when you had your committee together, I'm sure that there probably might be a couple other members that might want to be it.
I think there's already flagpole hangers on those.
Yeah.
I think they currently, you probably have to take down the American flags and put up the international flags, but I think they're up until, still they're not, no, typically are, but I think until fairly late in the fall.
Well, like you said, even if you created a pennant or some type of pennant or flags or something that said welcome cyclocrossers, and like you said, we did start to get some signs out to put in businesses, a big sign, welcome, USB cyclocrossers and stuff. I mean, like I said, again, it would get a little bit more warm and fuzzy feeling, what's unique about the track in its own self is it's almost like right downtown. And they said this is really unusual to have a racing event in downtown where we can walk someplace, grab a cup of coffee or get something to eat or something like that, where it's very unusual.
Same with the Dark Fest too.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, these people are here a minimum of 3 days, if not a week.